I'm live. Well, hi, John. There you are. We got our first person. We were having some technical difficulties, so hopefully, can you hear us okay? Maybe you can throw a comment in there or give us the thumbs up if you're hearing us okay. We're trying. We're trying. I don't know. Hopefully you can hear us. People can see and hear you. There we go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Remember to hit the like button. Yeah, we can't see that. Oh, John, hopefully, well, there we go. 6 Acres Farm and Rescue. Thanks for stopping in. I'm not familiar with your channel. You're gonna have to give us your name so I know what to call you, or their names if you've got multiple. There's I've got a cheat sheet of some of the people I know, and unfortunately, you're one that haven't. So thank you for joining us tonight. Oh, Matt and Sarah, geez, everybody. Hopefully you're staying warm at the ice box we've got outside called Minnesota. We pulled in all our tomatoes tonight. I don't know. I suppose you've got the greenhouse, so you've got everything fragile in there. But I heard 39 for a low, so that scares the heck out of me. Oh, and Rhonda's in. Tanny, how are you, Tanny? We did pull in all your tomatoes and such from outside, so it's protected. Like I was just telling Matt and Sarah, I think we had 39 for projected low. So, now we got to figure out how to watch this and remember watch everything. 39. You're fine. It's probably going to be 70 in your greenhouse there. So let's see who else is coming in here. Boy, we've our first time. I know we set one thing up to do it one way, and we're doing it a different way. So I apologize if we sent you to a wrong link. Let's see. Hardknack Farms is in here. Good evening. Thanks for jumping in. I've never been on this side of a live.
Yep.
It's like my ADHD is going to be jumping here with everything going by. Rebecca, welcome. Got all sorts of... Matt and Sarah got some flowers in today. Awesome. We're
talking about maybe tomorrow getting the tomatoes in, and maybe some more beans and cucumbers. Peas are planted.
We did put in peas. We've got 60 feet of peas in.
And some are just starting to poke through.
Yeah. Today was one of those fun days. Everybody says, oh, I want a homestead, and I'm going to, do all sorts of fun things homesteading. Well, I dug out a corner that used to be an old compost pile, dug that to level it. We pulled up pieces of glass and rock around the garden and leveled the garden, so we can put garden fabric in whenever
the wind stops.
Yep. Mamta, hello, or good. Let's see. Good morning to you. We've got a few things, and Dawn's in there. Hi, Dawn. We've got my son from over in Korea watching, so that's good to watch. We've got good morning. It's 8:30. What time is it for you, Mamta? What time is it there? Yeah, and Wendy, what? Where in Oklahoma are you again? If you don't mind us asking, or the approximate. We were just down in Oklahoma, and I was trying to remember whereabouts you were. Let's see, Hardknack Peterson. There's Phil. Hi, Phil. How are you doing? Looks like we've got some local representation and some others. Okay, Guthrie. Yep. We were down visiting my son and his family. What's the town? Lawton.
Yes.
We're down in Lawton, down at the Army base down there. So 10:30 over in Korea. I was just wondering what the time was for Mamta over there, because I think she's further west than you, John. So yeah, please, if you can hit the 7 in the
morning.
7 in the morning. Oh, good morning. Thank you for joining us here.
Oh my,
9.
90s in Georgia.
Well, I gotta try. Here's our 7 in the morning. Good morning, and then let me learn how to do a live here as we go. 10:34 in South Korea. So thanks for spending your Sunday morning with us. Appreciate that.
72 in Kentucky.
Yeah, Rhonda's been out. Hopefully, everybody will watch. Check some of the other channels that are on tonight. There are some great channels on. Rhonda and Rhonda's got some things where she helps other people, but she does some dumpster diving, and the things that she finds, it's amazing. I love watching her channel. Just you never know what's going to come up. So, and if anybody needs Mother's Day cards, I think Rhonda's got probably, I don't know, 100 years worth. So she could probably work out a trade.
Grayson Fires with us. Hello.
Oh, yeah, down there. Good to see you. We were just talking about what we did today. We did all the boring stuff, trying to set up success for tomorrow. We're hoping the wind dies down because we've got to put our garden fabric out. We had garden fabric last year, and then we had a storm right before Christmas. It was like a couple days before Christmas. It was 70 some degrees, and then we had probably 60-mile-an-hour winds, and it ripped up all the fabric, threw it around, just ruined it.
We had no snow to keep anything down, so
we're going to put it down again and really put it down, and we've got some other ideas, but you can't put down a 40-foot piece of garden fabric with even like a 15-mile-an-hour wind.
It's a parachute.
It's near to impossible, even with my heavy weight laying on it. So we were doing some things to get it all prepared. And we were working on, like I said, I brought in the tomatoes today. I don't know if, the rest of you have done any heirloom tomatoes. Can you find my list in there?
Yeah.
I forget what all the types we've got. Holly really put together a great list of heirloom tomatoes that we're gonna be growing. So trying to think of what, and we've got a tunnel that we'll show you in an upcoming video.
So we built a tunnel out of 16-foot cattle panels, arched them up so we can walk underneath, and then we'll grow the tomatoes up those. So hopefully makes it easier to harvest.
Yep, but we've got just on the little ones, we've got yellow pear, which was a Holly favorite, the super sweet 100s, which we've done before, and that's a never-ending stream of sweet little cherry tomatoes that if they're cracked and bad, I throw them over my shoulder and the chickens go nuts out in the yard. Otherwise they end up going in my mouth. So, and
we still get enough to made lots of cherry tomato sauce last year.
And some of it we had tonight.
Yep.
But we've got black cherry, which I think is an heirloom. And a friend of mine who's a ham radio operator, he gave us some and said, you got to try these. These are the best tasting ever. And then another ham friend of mine whose wife gardens, they brought over this little thing, and it's Mexican midget. And I guess the tomatoes are like the size of a pea, but they are the sweetest, they say. So we'll have
flavor intensified
4 varieties of different cherries,
small tomatoes.
And then we're doing Amish for some sauces and all that. Amish paste. Pooh Bear's in the house. And you're down in Georgia, I think, attending the Southeast gathering down there in Georgia. I don't know if everybody knows Callie Homesteading with Pooh Bear. We got her out of California so she could enjoy some gas at a more reasonable price. But Pooh Bear, it's been fun watching your adventures driving across the country from California to Georgia. Okay. We've got some Amish Amish paste lovers there. What else do we got?
San Marzano. We're gonna try those. Those are supposedly really good for sauces and stuff, as well as Jersey Devils.
So I don't know if anybody's tried those for Glenda. Have you tried Glenda? I don't know if you've met Glenda Grace and Fire.
Okay.
Glenda, have you tried the some of those other heirloom paste tomatoes, or has anybody? We've got 40 feet of tunnel, and it's obviously high. So I was looking, and the yellow pear, they grew up to 8 feet. San Marzano, 6 to 8 feet. Jersey Devil, 6 feet. So we're going to be
they'll be up and over.
harvesting above our heads. No one that'll guarantee for sure the chickens. Well, they jump on top.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody has seen Matt and Sarah's channel. They have used cattle panels and made a beautiful greenhouse. And during the winter, they'll be out gardening, which in Minnesota, it's so hard to comprehend, but they're out there gardening. And then you'll look up and you'll see on the top, their cat will be walking over the top of the greenhouse in the snow and sliding down, and there's water dripping on Sarah. So if you haven't checked out Matt and Sarah's channel, please do. There's some great winter humor in that.
Okay.
San Marzano's okay.
And then a thumbs up on the San Marzano. So
There it is. People have some really good.
So we'll see. We're hoping
Amish
we can
paste.
have some good success. We're trying different stuff this year because we do have the space, and see what works, what doesn't in our soil.
Yeah, see what works. So are people, maybe I could ask a great question. Are people making sauce just with one variety of tomato, or are some of these, whether it's the Amish paste, the San Marzano, Jersey Devil, are you combining them to make sauces? Anybody have any hints on that? Yeah, Charlie the cat. Yeah, Tan, the cat is good. There you go. We've got Hooked and Rooted from out in Massachusetts. Steph, how are you doing this evening? Good to see you. Frank's Iranian. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I didn't see those as available for us, but
Did you see the variety?
no.
Okay. Holly did all the.
Yeah, looking for stuff that grows in our zone 4, at the shorter season. So.
Oh, last year, come on, it went all the way to November. Usually it's mid-September to early October, we get our first frost, and it really takes everything out. Last year, when you think you're done for the year in Minnesota and kind of clean things up a little bit, it kept going and going and going.
Summer landed about June 1st and
went to 90 degrees instantly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So most of them are combining all
Bluebear's combining.
Yep.
That's good. I don't know if everybody. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out what's best. We'll probably make some. You mix them for sauce. Matt and Sarah mix them. Okay.
Okay.
Trying to learn. We'll do some that are probably straight run, and then some that are mixed, and we'll figure out what it is. 80 degrees here in Mass. Steph, thanks for rubbing it in. Oh, there you go. Hi, Barb. Welcome aboard. Barb's Country Home. San Marzano and black brandy wine. Never. I've had the black brandy wine, but I've never had a tomato. Okay. And Glenda says try a variety of
with the majority
tomatoes.
being the Amish paste. Okay.
They all sound like things that I like. Not a lot of seeds, and plenty of body to them. So that's what I was wanting, and Holly really did her research.
Yeah, because what did we have last year? Like
we had just the traditional ones: big boy, early boy, this, that boy.
Yeah.
There was nothing special.
Yeah.
It was, I think, red.
A lot of work.
red with seeds. The chickens loved it. We would clean. We'd be making sauce, and we'd be cleaning. And
I did a lot of diced last year, so all of the seeds and the skins that I pulled off from all of that went into a bowl, and then we laid it out buffet style for the girls.
And we would just pour it out, and there'd be a 30-foot line of tomato skins, and they would go nuts. So it was so fun to watch them at the buffet. So Arkansas
Okay.
Travelers.
Okay.
That's good dual purpose for making sauce. Good to know.
Yeah.
And we're trying stuff, so that'll be the fun to watch everybody else's videos to see what varieties they're trying and what what's working and what's not working for them. I was let's see, Barb's got those. Barb, I was watching your video today. Barb's down in Texas. She was cutting and freezing carrots today. And next Saturday, we're going to get our carrots into the ground. So unreal. Barb's got a few things going for next February for our challenge for February. And that's been really well received. There's a bunch that are on here tonight that are Linda and Chuck. Hey, good evening. Good to see you. I hope I haven't missed anybody. I'm sorry. Oh, no. Capone's Cabin's on. Hi, Kristen. How are you doing?
Sorry about the change up here. We were still trying to get this figured out.
We're using StreamYard. I don't know, I'm talking 3 different topics here. Apologize for that. But we set one up, or we thought we set one up, and it was through YouTube. We were trying to use StreamYard. StreamYard said we had to wait 24 hours, which gave us to 8:21 Central. Then we had to scramble. We called in Lisa over at Yogi Hollow Farm, and she pulled us through. So big thanks to Lisa.
Yeah.
Cherokee Purple, Big Beef, Sweet Red Cherry.
Pink brandy one.
Do we have that one? No, we've got Large Red Cherry. My friend who gave me 3 varieties: German Pink, which sounds like it's really good for dicing or juicing. Large Red Cherry and Black Cherry. So it'll be interesting to see what works. We've never had these.
Message above. Been saving seeds. That sounds interesting to see what you're going to get.
Okay, yeah, we're going to have, within 40 feet, we're going to have 8 different varieties in a 40-foot tunnel. So, Glenda, how do you keep from, getting cross-pollination? We do have a big garden, but I don't want to separate things so far. I feel like I'm just going to buy seeds every year because there's no way for me to guarantee they're going to be clean.
Unless we actually just plant one variety.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's some of them that are, I forget, one of these is very susceptible to disease. I forget which one. So
Marzano.
Still learning after 5 decades. That's good.
Yeah.
Whoops, trying to keep up with their with everything there. You can bag the blooms.
Okay.
I suppose once they're pollinated, then one thing I'm going to work on this year. I'm good with keeping them caged and all. I'm not good with cutting off the suckers and really training them to really get full production. So that's something that I'm really going to need to work on. Okay, Glenda, you put mesh bags over the flower. Okay, great stuff. Yeah, we're and you've got high winds out east. Steph's had high winds. Steph, it has been windier than heck here. Unreal. And our thing is we're the original homestead, and the farm around us was purchased by another individual when they did the auction. And he still farms corn. So one thing that we've always got, I'm on the phone with him, Tom, when are you going to spray? He does spray herbicide to keep weeds down, which he needs to for, growing corn. He needs to, that's how they make their money. So I'm just like, when are you spraying? Because he threw down herbicide the first year we were here, and the wind was not correct, and it blew over and killed everything we've been working on all winter. So we're really trying to make sure we're good. I mean, I'll go out there with a sheet and cover stuff or walk with a sheet as
Yeah.
he's going by. I don't want to. We've worked too hard since
Yeah.
March to have that. Yeah, Matt and Sarah know that it has been windier than heck.
Yeah, we're down to 13 miles an hour, and we think that's not bad now.
And it is still blowing out pretty bad. And we've got, last night was pretty cool here. Everybody's seen our chickens. We appreciate you watching those, but we've got some 1 week old and some 3 week old, and it was 41, I think, this morning. And I went out. We do have a heat lamp, so everybody's fine, but there was a mass of chicken chicks together, and all the littles, we call them the 1 week olds, the littles, and then the bigs are the 3 week old. The 3 week old had their wings out over the 1 week old. It was of course I didn't have my camera with me. Cutest thing ever. So
it was a chick puddle.
Chick puddle. Chick puddle. I'll bring the camera out. I usually get wind from 5 to 90. Oh, that's nice.
I'm gonna go put the girls in.
Okay. Cherry tomato. Okay. So Steph, you got the black cherry too. So we'll have to compare notes. Gets up to 4 feet high. I've only got 4 of those. I put out all my tomatoes outside in the little our building for the chickens once they move outdoors, the coop and the run. And we had a storm come through with some big winds, and it just brutalized my tomatoes. So I lost a few there. So I've only got 4 black cherries. So looking forward to hopefully getting some good production from the ones that we've got. So let's see. Trying to keep up with all you people that do lives. Wow. I'm trying to keep up with everybody and keep up with all the comments here. Chickens huddle up when they roost. Yes, they do. It was a fun little puddle. And Babita's here, and it's got to be early, another Sunday morning there. So welcome. Thank you for coming. Let's see. Here's some other. Whoops. Babita trying to click, and the stuff's coming so fast. Hardneck. Blue Beach, speckled Roman, Amish paste, and Roma. I have never had good luck with Roma. I've grown them in the past. They grow a couple of feet and then they fall down. I've tried holding them up. I have everything, and I have never had good luck with that. So I don't know if someone's a Roma guru and can fill me in. It is awful what I have done or not been able to do. So let's see who else is in here. Boy, we got my ADHD's going nuts. 3 week chicks, 7 week, and 11 week. Barb, you've got the full pack. You're gonna, by the time mine are middle aged, yours are gonna be laying already. So you had such a good jump. Okay, you're using Romas for salsa, not sauces. Okay, I had made salsa. I only use Romas for salsa, and they are the best, I think, tomato for salsas. But I've heard also German pink can be good. So might have to try some different things. Okay, Matt's going to show me. We're going to be over at Matt and Sarah's next Saturday doing some meat chicken. So I'm going to do a lot of learning. So make knitted hats for you, Rebecca. I'll bring up knitting in a second when Holly gets back in from bringing the girls in. She's getting everybody situated for the evening. She's a crocheter, so there is no shortage of crocheted items here. Maybe we can work out a knitting for crochet swap there. German pink is close to Arkansas Traveler. So then what's Arkansas Traveler, again, good for diced and juicing? Is that, I've been trying to read up on all these, but don't really know what it is. Well, Dawn, you got a thunderstorm rolling in. Be safe. Make sure all those young hens are put away here. Thunderstorms. Hopefully, they're heading in quickly. Ours knew the thunderstorm, the second round a week ago, was coming, and they ran for the barn. Although the first day when we had that nickel size hail and Holly ran out there, oh boy, that she went out there and saved a couple, I think. So we've got a knitter in the group here.
Oh,
so
nice.
I was going to say, if you wanted to pull up, Rebecca does knitting hats and all that. Maybe you can show your crochet.
I'll show you what I'm working on right now.
Holly is quite. Everybody's got skills that I don't have, and yeah, stay safe, Dawn. Well, Nicole, welcome. We are south and west of Minneapolis, about 45 miles. The closest town is Henderson, so not we're away from town, but that's the biggest area.
So this is my blanket that I'm working on right now.
I don't understand all that works. We'll sit and watch a movie, and by the end of the movie, Holly's got about half a blanket done. So I don't understand how all that works at all.
All just variations on chains.
I guess.
Thank you.
Yeah, she does good work. Been making, and one thing that threw me off is the traditional skein, I guess, is gone. Now it comes like this. So
This is that Ogo yarn, so you don't have to unwind it and put it in a ball. It just unrolls on here quite nicely. Okay.
we got a lot of people. I'm trying to think of Hardneck, who's on here tonight that's doing it. Hardneck Farms, Matt and Sarah. Barb is doing it. Barb's Country Home. I think we've got 22 channels that are doing it. Some other individuals that don't really have channels or don't put out videos are also joining us. So if you look on our list of, I've tried to put them on some of the videos, who's all doing it. And there's a lot of people from England to Australia to, it's fun. And that's going to be tough for the Australian in February. That's I guess the heat of their summer. They're not going to be quite done with growing yet. So interesting. Yeah, Nicole. So let's see, Sombro Falls. Okay, southwest of Lake City.
Yeah, just north of Rochester.
Yeah. Welcome.
Yeah.
It's good to. There you go. Yeah, there's a lot of, I don't know, maybe people put in Minnesota homesteaders or something and come across us, or see Matt and Sarah's and come over. That's how I put in like Minnesota homesteaders and Matt and Sarah, boom, right up at the top. So that worked out well. And Tanny's come over, and a lot of people. Hopefully you're feeling better, Tanny. Hopefully we're getting you home. Yep, Droth Family Garden over by Spokane. We've got a few people out in Washington that have been checking in, and it seems to be wet. Where we've been so dry. I don't know. Rhonda, thank you for
thanks for joining us.
Thanks for jumping in. Everybody's supposed to hit the like button. I don't know if that moves me up the food chain on YouTube or not, but it's fun. Let's see. Trying to find who else. You know what? South Carolina. Kristen, every time I'm down there, it seems to be 90 something. Of course, I'm in Columbia when I go down there. It is hot and muggy, and then it just pours on us for a bit. But it was colder than cold here, and went down to South Carolina 3 weeks ago.
Yep.
Well, it felt good to have some heat for a change. So right before it happened here, so we brought a little bit back. Redbird Farm, Oklahoma. Yeah, we've got a good contingent of, let's see, chickens. Became addicted this spring. Uh-oh. 8 teenagers and can resist blue and green egg. You know what? The chicken math. I am. I don't know if you've seen one of my videos, Nicole. I finally came out and said I am an addict. So I fully admit I can't just. You look and go, yeah, that's only 30 of them. We could do another 10, couldn't we? And
Yep.
grab another 10. Now, the one thing, Nicole, do you know if they're all hens? I have heard, and a lot of comments on different forums about going to TSC, and we'll leave it at that. But
Yeah, they tend to do straight runs.
well, yeah, they said, oh yeah, I wanted hens, and now I've got 4 roosters, and oh
Yeah.
boy,
They do straight runs where the place we go and get them from specifies hens, so we're sure that we're getting
yeah.
them and not a rooster.
I don't want any roosters here. We were over at another farm 2 summers ago, and they had a Rhode Island red rooster, and he went after me, and there's no way. I've got a grandson. There is no way I want a rooster here. I feared for my life. Actually, he was such a mean rooster that he ended up losing his life that day due to the owner. So they had enough of the way he was. So let's see. Okay, so Tanny, the vertigo is getting treated. Good. Let's see. Oh, great. Glenda, you're in Indiana. I did not know that. I was thinking you're a little further south. So, okay. That's good to know. I wish I could get a little map and all the people we've met on YouTube, put a little pin and the name of where everybody is. It's just amazing. Let's see. Oh, Nicole's got one teenager going to be a rooster, a barred rock. Now, they might be pretty mellow. I really, of all of our chickens so far, the
barred rocks have been really good.
They're my favorite.
I like the sapphires, but they tend to be a little naughty.
There you go. Vineyard chicks are here. Welcome. Keep one rooster. The barred Plymouth Rock, they're mellow. Where we just did a video on the reds, and the reds will come over and just hammer on a couple other ones and just pick on them. And you separate them. The barred Plymouth Rock, it's like they do the head fake. It's like, I'm in charge and you shouldn't be at the feeder when I'm here. And they'll kind of make the head fake. The other one knows what's coming and she'll back away. They won't put the hammer down, but they'll fake it. And so I like that. Mm-hmm. And maybe that, I don't know, maybe that's just a human looking at an animal and trying to justify or I don't know. I just like that better. Your sapphires, if we're ever going to see one of our birds across the street, leading the group into the cornfield, jumping over the fence
jumping on the fence that they're not supposed to be able to jump onto to get into the garden.
It's one of her and Hollywood. Oh, little Sammy, come here. Let me snuggle you. You've been mean. You've been naughty. Let me snuggle you. Krubby the Beagle's here from Australia. Welcome.
Welcome.
Everybody has met Krubby apparently, so that's great. Oh, and Ben's here, another West Coast. Ben, I tried to heed your advice and put something out that we were going to be live, and it threw things off. So I'm learning. Thanks for the advice, though. Glenda, you're black. Let's see.
Astrolorp.
I've never had an Astrolorp. Matt and Sarah have a good variety of birds. And Matt and Sarah, watching your birds come out the other day on your video, they came out so mellow, walking out like one at a time. Mine, I opened the door and you just about get run over. It's like the school bell goes off and the kids are done. It's like, oh my gosh. It'll be interesting when there's even more coming out. Oh my.
Yeah, we got we're trying some new breeds again this year.
Sheila B, welcome from North
Yeah.
Carolina. I don't think I've ever run into you, but welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight. Another Carolinian coming down. Yeah, I don't know, I don't have a counter here on this StreamYard. I
Yeah,
can't
you
tell
do.
how many people. Does it tell?
Yep, we've got 22 people
Oh,
on.
22. My IT director. I am the worst with IT stuff and technology. Ben tells me a couple things to do, and it throws me off all the time. So Bard Rock, Green Queens. I've never even heard of that breed, Glenda. And a White Rock. So is a White Rock part Plymouth Rock and part something else, or how do you get the white? You have to. But I've never heard of a Green Queen. Interesting. Speckled Sussex.
I've heard of them.
Bard.
Yeah.
Yep. And is that a black and white? There was one. Oh, I'm sorry. He's down in Australia. Got a channel. He's got both garden and chickens. He's got the most gorgeous black and white chickens. I'm sorry, I'm going blank on the channel name's got his name in it. Anyways, he showed his one of his chickens today. Gorgeous, gorgeous birds.
The Wyandottes, or are they?
I don't remember. I really don't. Just Hickory Croft Farm is with us. Another part of the February contingent. Welcome aboard. I clicked something else. I couldn't see all the comments.
Yep, we've got in Orpington as well. We started with 10 of them last year, 10 of the buffs.
Yeah, Buff
They
Orpington.
just wanted to sit on the nest and wasn't letting anybody else in to lay their eggs. So we found new homes for them.
Yep. We and that means something good. We did not get rid of them.
No, they went to homes where they were looking for good moms, broody hens.
Ours were so broody. They just sit and sit and sit all day, and like 6 of them would be broody at a time. So we said no. Drops Family Garden, Golden Comet, good starter chicken. Thank you.
Yep. We picked one.
Yeah, we've got one. We had one of our. What was the one that was not doing good?
Oh, she was Calico Princess.
Calico Princess. We bought 10 of those, and one of them had, it's first time, we've now had 100 birds, so you'd think we've seen it all, but it had an external yolk still on it. And I guess, you can wait a week, it'll dry, you can then treat it and cut it off. And she just was not doing good. So I talked to the store, and they took her back. But they gave us a Golden Comet. So we've got one Golden Comet. So we'll do a little. Nicole, we don't have any colorful layers. We've just got, everything is tan or brown. It would be fun to add, what are the ones that do the rich, dark chocolate colored?
Oh,
is it a Marin?
Yeah.
Okay. That would be fun because I've heard they're good size. We've got so many people that want to buy eggs from us. Honestly, we've been buying for production, and I want ones that are well dispositioned.
Yeah, and can handle the temperatures here.
Yep. Yeah, that's disposition is big. I don't want them running over in the neighbor's yard all the time. We're working on fencing in the yard, but I want to keep them here. I want them laying year round. We've just got a lot of people that want to buy eggs from us, and they've got to be cold weather tolerant.
Courtney's on. Hi, Courtney.
Hey, there's Courtney. Welcome. Got some family members on here, so good to see everybody. Yep, seen us over at. Oh, you've seen me over on Yogi Hollow Farm. Well, I've tried to add some humor to Lisa's Friday night. Those lives on Friday night are some of the best. So there it is, Black Copper Marin. I would like to get one of those, but I don't know if that would throw everybody off. We've got a 12-pack of cream brown eggs, and then this dark brown, this chocolate brown egg in there. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, Abdullah, welcome. Good to see you. You know what? You're asking. We have been blessed. but I will tell you a story. We have only lost to predators 3, maybe.
Yeah, maybe 3.
I went and got a haircut last summer, came back, and all the girls were huddled under the lilacs, and I looked around and there was a hawk that was going back and forth. Finally shooed her off and found that one of our Rhode Island Reds had been taken down by a hawk. We lost one that we think by a feral cat. I was gone on business, and Holly found a pile of feathers. Then out in the cornfield, a pile of feathers 10 feet away, and another 10 feet, another, and then the bird was missing. So we've been very lucky. I've tried to have both of our coops and the pole barn bulletproof. I did hear something out of my office the other day. I work at home and heard some sound that was different and went out. I did grab my 22. I thought, this is not right. Went out, and there was a big feral cat. And it was stalking one of our girls. And as soon as it saw me, it shot out faster than the guy. It took off. So nothing happened. I'm going to try to live trap it and relocate it. But we do have feral cats. That's probably the main thing. I've seen one raccoon.
And the eagles and hawks were far enough away from any wooded areas and away from water, river, lake, whatever, that we don't get a lot of other wildlife.
Yeah.
So
we've had one raccoon come through that I've seen. I haven't seen any digging around the coop. We've been maybe just really lucky. I worry about people on the dirt road driving fast. That's my main, that's the main thing. We have a dog across the street, and it is the most calm dog around.
Scroll back up again.
What
question?
Prairie Bluebell Eggers.
Yeah.
Okay. Nicole, maybe what size eggs? We're also going for, large eggs. That's where the sapphires have always been good. What's the one that will give us 2 years at 320?
Oh, the Isa Brown.
Isa Browns are supposed to be like egg machines, apparently, and very well behaved. So trying to get ones that are well behaved with a grandson, and you never know when there might be other grandkids. I want something that's not going to go after the grandkids.
Yeah, Astrolorps get mistaken by hawks and falcons as ravens, so they get okay.
Okay,
so that's good to know.
And is an Astrolorp a larger one too? I don't. Some of our birds are pretty good size. Especially the Buff Orpington. We've only got one now, but she is a big bird. I think a lot of it's just her plumage. The Rhode Island Reds, they're mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Abdullah, that's what I said in my review.
Oh, yeah.
I love the production. Rhode Island Reds, the production is great. They handle hot weather, cold weather. It's just that attitude. I don't need that attitude. So it's a hard, if you want a large egg, get a Brahma. Barb, every now and then, we've got a couple of sapphires. Her little Sammy they're like torpedo shaped. They're taller.
She's just a tiny little thing.
It's a taller, leaner breed, and she's a smaller one. And I know where she lays. There are some eggs, and I don't know how they get it out. You look at it, and it doesn't even fit in our egg container. The plastic top is bubbled up on one side. It's so big.
Yeah.
It's like a XXL.
Yeah.
Yes, Matt, Sarah, absolutely. People joke about chickens and dinosaurs. Did the dinosaurs come from, or did chickens come from dinosaurs? When you see a chicken run, absolute T-Rex or those little velociraptors.
There you go. Yep.
You see one he finds a big worm, and then everybody wants to get it, and they take off running after it. It's a bunch of raptors running. So.
Yep, they're fun to watch.
Some of your Reds have dragged the poor other.
Yep.
Abdullah, they were, and we were today. We had to take a break from the garden. The Reds.
He was playing referee out in the nesting box area.
We've got 16 nesting boxes, and there's 5 on the back wall that no one wants to use right now. And they all wanted to use the back 4 around the corner, and they were going into the nesting box. and there was one, her little Sammy, in fact,
Yeah.
there was a red in a box, and it dove under the red in the box. So it would protected its head. And so there was 2 in the box, and there was 2 in the next one, and all heck was breaking loose. It was just one of those days. So, yeah, the double yolks. Sometimes we get those big eggs, and they are double yolkers, and sometimes
Mhm.
it's the biggest single yolk you've seen,
Oh yeah.
and they sit up tall, the big yolks. That's what I love about our eggs versus store-bought eggs. It's just so. Oh, Blue's in the house. Welcome. And so it's probably Blue. Let's see, 3 in the morning, 3:15 in the morning. Wow, we've got everybody. I think you're probably getting up for if your husband's heading to work or what. Oh, Phil, your chickens went crazy for cicadas. You know what? The June bugs are coming out. And and Daz is in the house. Hi, Daz. Welcome. We've got. I think you're like my son. You're an hour ahead. We've got everybody on from all these time zones. Thank you. So lunchtime on Sunday here. Thank you for joining us. No, we had the June bugs coming out, and we were working on some things today, and I was throwing out the June bugs that had collected in there, and the girls were going nuts for them. Free protein.
Yeah. Oh, Nicole's got a good variety
Where's that?
right there. Yeah.
Right. Buff, Asian black, Isa brown, gold comet, Rhode Island red. You do. Wow.
Very cool.
You've got quite a bit of variety. We only went with a few breeds trying to learn them, and we've gotten some other breeds by accident. So that's how we got Coco, our what is she? Black sex
just a
link.
black sex link, but last year she was put in with the Barred Plymouth Rocks. And as she started getting older, we're like, no, she's got too much brown on her, too much.
Yep.
She's different.
Daz, thank you for your beef stew recipe. I linked that to a little folder I've got, and come October, November, that recipe is going to come out. That looked incredible. Yeah, Glenda, the June bugs. Last year we had the door open, and we were sitting out there right at dusk about this time, and the light was shining out from in the pole barn, and the girls were kind of milling about inside, and the June bugs were flying to the light. So they're flying in, and the girls were just going nuts with that. Here's protein flying right at them.
Yeah.
So they were jumping down off their roost and grabbing them, then jumping back up, and
Oh yeah, the Plymouth Rock digging for them. Yep.
they'll go, or the grubs. I found a few grubs today. What do you feed? We've got it's just called Layer Crumbles. I forget the brand, but
It's the
Purina Layer Crumbles.
Yep.
50-pound bags, and that the price has gone up on that stuff. Ours was $18.99 a bag. Now it's $23. But thank God it's summer. Our girls are outside free ranging. I got them out at 6:30 this morning, and they were free ranging until I don't know. Would you put them to bed here at 9 or 8:30, something like that?
8:45. Yeah.
Okay. Fireflies. No, Glenda, our fireflies will be somewhere in June towards the 4th of July, and we'll get a whole bunch. But last year they weren't too big here. I didn't see too many. Matt, instead of the bantam roosters have big attitudes. You've got a couple of roosters. I've seen that. Barb, you know what, Barb? We've never given our chickens grit.
No.
There's enough.
Especially where they're at right now, there is enough dirt and stuff that they can get into that I think they're picking it up.
The pole barn floor.
Mhm.
We've got, during the winter, we made a portable place for them to dust bathe, and there's grit in that, sand and dirt and stuff. I think they were picking up there, but on the floor of the pole barn. Slowly, my driveway is being eroded by them picking out all the little pebbles and then depositing them through their droppings everywhere else in the yard. So I have never given grit. And maybe I'm bad. Maybe we're bad chicken owners for doing that, but yeah. Oh, Ann's here, a little Frenchie in Big Texas. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Dandelion leaves and yep, the dandelion leaves. If I could, the way my chicks attacked that dandelion the other day, if I could find a way to produce a chicken that would only eat weeds or dandelions.
Dandelions and creeping Charlie.
Oh my gosh, they won't touch the creeping Charlie. And I don't want to go out and spray the creeping Charlie because then it gets into the system and it'll get into my girls and nope. You know what, Barb, we do crush eggshells. We'll put them out on the compost pile, crush them up, put them out in there with the rest of the stuff, and then they'll dig them up. I've made, we get some eggs that are broken. Occasionally I'll make scrambled eggs for the girls and I will crush up shells in that and throw it out. We're trying to not throw big eggshells out just because we've had a few girls that I think are going after eggshells or going after eggs in the nesting box. And I don't want to encourage that. So yeah, we crush them up or put them in the compost pile and they dig them up and then drop their fertilizer in there. So,
Abdullah, with all the droppings, we don't get any flies really out and about. The most we get is just usually inside the pole barn. And we do have traps that we put out for that.
Yeah, little hanging traps. And I'll do a little review of that once the flies come. We're good about cleaning up all the droppings. Where the droppings are under the roost, I'm throwing straw on top and going with that deep litter method. It doesn't smell. So we've been really good about that. If during the summer, if we get enough manure in there, I will dig that out and put it out in the compost pile. But we have yet to have a problem with flies. Knock on something here. Welcome, Brent. I didn't. If you just came in, great. I didn't see you come in. Sorry if I've missed anybody. I'm trying to watch numbers, watch the who's in. I apologize, but the hatchery where you got your chicks.
Yeah, Hoover's has been really good.
Hoover's has been really good. We've had out of the 100, I think we've had 3 that have passed away from just something in transport or whatever. They've always replaced it. The only thing we had them stumped last year, they said, "Oh yeah, that's a barred Plymouth Rock." No, it was a black sex link. And they just couldn't identify it. That's the only, and if that's the biggest knock I've got on the hatchery. Calcium supplements. There you go, Courtney. Yeah, people do that. We do have some calcium oyster shells that we'll put out, and I just kind of scatter that around the pole barn on the floor. They scratch for it and find it. We've had very good luck with eggshell thickness. There are a few that lay a thinner. It's almost like a paper mache kind of, but you just tap it to the side of the pan and it breaks. We don't give any of those to any of our customers. So, Matt and Sarah, why don't you get your feed in bulk? You know what? One, maybe I need to talk to you and find out where to get it in bulk, because that'd be awesome, especially with the number of birds we've got. And 2, I need to figure out a solution for storage. The pole barn, even though I've got the girls out there hunting, the pole barn has some mice, and the same with our garage. In fact, Holly just brought her car in to get some service done, and mice had gone up into her car over the winter, chewed through her air filter,
and had built a nest down inside by the blower. And they went in there, they cleaned it out. There was corn, there was insulation, there was 3 dead mice.
We have mice since, we're out in the middle of nowhere. They come into the buildings, especially during the winter. I'd need a good solution for keeping the food away from the mice. So
yeah, and trash cans is what we have done in the past too.
But buying in bulk seems, I don't know. I'll pick your brain on that next week when we come out to do the chickens. Love to hear how you do it. Deep bed method. Those Texas flies. Obviously when we do deep litter method, Barb, especially in the winter, we did a video of it and it was 33 degree, 20 below outside, but the ground was 33 degrees because of the decomposition going on in the pole barn. That was for us, that was great. Probably down in the heart of Texas, it's probably not as great. So, I don't know. I do like the deep litter method. Now we're going with that again this summer, and so far it hasn't built up much because we free range, and our free range is 3 acres worth of free ranging. So, there you go, Blue, an old dead chest freezer. That's a great idea. The freezer we've got that's dead in the basement is a vertical one. Although maybe I could plop it on its side.
Or on its back, so we
Yep.
just open it out.
Blue, thank you. That's a great idea. That's the ideas from this community
I love it.
are unreal. Thank you. That's a great idea. All right, Matt, I'll pick your brain on where to get it now. I might have a place to put it now. Tupperware barrels. There you go. Screw on lids. Let's see. 50s. What the bug in? Sorry. Got him. First time. Pickle barrels. Yeah, that's a lot of good ideas. Yeah, I've got that. Let me just make sure you lime your floor after cleaning the deep bedding. Yeah, we really cleaned. Right when we did that clean was when the big, bird flu was just starting. So I really we scrubbed everything and swept it off, cleaned it, disinfected it, really got things going.
Yep, got all the old.
There was a lot going on at the time, and we didn't want to be running the risk. Although the bird flu, hopefully none of you have been affected. We have not yet. And we've got a lot of sparrows in the pole barn. I keep seeing them going down to the feeder and to the waterer. And there's no way to seal up our barn. So it's tough. Yeah, Barb, the older I get, the more OCD I think I'm getting too. So I don't know. Just remove the guts of your freezer. Yeah, great idea. And we'll get it properly taken care of. I actually work for a company that works with large utilities doing refrigerator and freezer recycling. So I'll make sure all the fluids and everything is handled the right way. So me too, Barb. Okay. Yep. Yeah. The lime. I don't know, Matt, do you have you want to type up a quick on what the lime does to really neutralize everything that's in there? I don't know if I would explain that the right way. I mean, when you're taking the deep litter out, when I'm composting it, obviously you're trying to get the combination right. But with all the litter that could be in there, if you don't have the right combination, the lime takes the pH down, I believe. I don't know, Matt, if you want to write it up, I'll put it up on the screen. I went blank. Triple threat firearms and defense. I am so sorry. I forgot your name, but welcome. I don't think I said welcome when you joined in.
There's Matt.
Here's Matt. Yes. Helps break down the nitrogen and any other acids. Okay. Yep. And that's the hardest thing with deep litter is getting the right amount of carbon in there. We use straw. Some people use wood shavings, pine shavings as their, you got the nitrogen in the dropping, and then you've got the other complement to that to help it start breaking down the carbon piece of it. And that's where we use the straw. And the two of those together, that's why we're getting heat all winter in the floor. It's those two working together. So let's see. 6 acres still not allowing any sales of feather at the public in Georgia. Georgia's always, we do work with a utility down there, and Georgia, very conservative state, very wanting to be safe, err on the side of safety, which is great. Great way to do that. Tarsha, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to remember everybody's name, and I can't. Trying to keep up with all the stuff here. There's some great Growing with Hudson. Welcome. Nice to see you. We were going to go an hour. Maybe we'll just go another 15 minutes here. It's kind of turned into chicken chat. We started with Tarsha's down in Georgia as well. Yeah, I was just down in 3 weeks ago down in Atlanta. Went to South Carolina for 2 days and then over to Atlanta, and got a good taste of hot weather. I was gonna say warm, but hot weather. Can't get chicks. Hardknack Farm says you can't get chicks in Oklahoma either. Okay. And ours come from Iowa, actually, so they are coming across the lazy days ahead. Jesse and Lisa, thank you for joining us. Can't type much. Just want to say hello. See what I've won. You know what? We are coming up on. We're trying to figure out something. We had a lot of fun with our 500th subscriber, and we were thinking of doing something for the 1,000th subscriber. I've heard people talk about YouTube, and as you get close to 1,000, the numbers get funny. We sat. It was like 4 days. It went 967, 968, 967, 968. And usually it's been, moving up, 3, 4, 5 subscribers a day. And then we sat right at, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. It's been funny. We're trying to figure out what, 973. Okay. We're almost there. I'm not playing the game. It'll happen, the whole thing, but we're trying to figure out what would we do for a 1,000 subscriber gift. I don't know. I don't know if there's any other Minnesota prizes to give away.
Yeah.
We did a lot. Tammy down in Arizona won the 500. So let's see. Daz is saying it's hard seeing lazy days ahead, not being in blue as a moderator. Our first live, I don't even know how to put someone as a moderator. Usually people are putting everybody's link on there. Gang, I don't know how to do it. I hope you're reading all the channels that are going by on the side. There's some great channels there. Local Life Outdoors, welcome. Another South Carolina. I thought I saw Stacy in there. Hands in the Dirt. Yeah, another great channel. Welcome, Stacy. Thank you for joining us. Tina's in here. Tina Ladybug. Please look at all the other channels and subscribe to them. Check them out. There's some great information out there through these people. J-Ben, welcome. Let's see. Love the reviews on the Sapphire Gems. You get the Splash and the Gems now. Good. So do we. So we just got the Splash. They are cute as heck.
They're so pale, though. So white.
So white.
And some are starting to get little black
Specks
on them.
It's going to be over and the right 3 dots.
Okay.
Then you can do it.
Yep.
Okay. That's how you make someone a
moderator.
A moderator. You know what? I'll do that on the next one. Just everybody look at the names going by on the side. Just some great channels. That's what I usually do. I'm scribbling on there and I check everybody out doing that. There's some great channels on here. I really appreciate everybody helping us through this and putting up with our learning curve. I don't think we're going to have a regular live, but I just thought, give it a try. I'd never done it before. Eggs are beautiful. My concern with having the Sapphire Splash, they are so white. They're going to go out in the winter and I'm not going to find them. So not that our girls really go out. Not that our girls go out a lot in the winter. They are so bad about going out in the snow. Hi, Sandy, Suburban Homesteader. Good to see you again. Good to see you last night on yours. Thanks for that. Stacy, thank you. Let's see. Hands in the dirt. Thank you. We're doing a great job. Thanks. We're trying. It's hard to keep up with this. Oh, Holly's not drinking wine. Holly,
No.
Holly's having a. What do you have?
A High Life.
Oh, Miller High Life. I'm sticking with the. Usually, if I'm on one, I'm enjoying a nice dark beer, watching some of the great lives that we've got, and tonight I'm just having a soft drink. So, Saf.
Abdullah. Yes, it was one of our
Explorative.
sapphires, actually my little Sammy, that is one of the last ones in at night. She's always out moving around. Even in the storms we were having, she decided that she needed to be outside. So she was one of those that I had to go grab.
Explorative. I call that naughty. That means that you're going to be across the street, you're going to be in the cornfield, you're going to be where you shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, put out the starter plants. Jeez. Yeah, we're looking to do a lot of planting, maybe some planting tomorrow, but next weekend for sure. Trying to corral my daughter. My daughter is probably the best planter other than my dad. Right now, my daughter can go through plants like you wouldn't believe. Scoop, plant, pack. Scoop, plant. She's just a machine. So it's so good having her here. But it's so wild. Some of you are watching Barb's channel again, pulling in those carrots and processing them today. And ours are going to go in the ground. The seeds will go in the ground next week.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. It's sad sometimes, but let's see.
Matt and Sarah, what's the whiskey?
Uh-oh. Matt's having a whiskey or Sarah's having a whiskey. Yeah, you'll tell us what kind. Do you have any chickens escape your property? You know what? We lost one that
Well, we even had a barred rock that one evening we couldn't find her last summer. She was out. I think she was out roaming in the cornfield, didn't make it back. Found her the next morning hiding under the lilacs.
Yeah, she had come back middle of the night or something.
Yeah, but she wasn't anywhere close to be closed up at night. She was safe and fine the next morning.
And then she left again, and she did leave.
Yeah.
We've lost one by her. We have the lights on in the coop, and if it gets dark, we leave the door open on the pole barn. They'll come in at night. They know where the food's in. They know where their roost is. A lot of them don't take off. They might explore and go off our property a little bit. Most of them stay on property all day.
Mm-hmm.
They come in at night. They know where the love is. So, and we don't have we do have coyotes, but they usually come around the middle of the night.
And they're passing through.
Yeah, we're a pass-through area. So, what was it? Growing with Hudson. We're finally getting some rain in Zone 7A. Rain is good. This was about the time last year when we started getting 90, 95 degrees we didn't get rain for the better part of a month. Somehow we're on the map in Minnesota and the storms go right around us. I think Matt and Sarah get all the rain that diverts around us and it drops on them. It's just somehow we sat out last year and you could see thunderstorms literally dropping a quarter mile away. Train them with bread. You can get them in the coop.
We do have other treats too that we'll give them, whether sometimes it's fresh fruit, apples, strawberries, something like that I've got around, or in the winter, a lot of times the corn, mealworms.
We'll give them some corn at night in the winter. Otherwise, the corn during the summer raises their temperature, and no, but they just know where to come back. We've never had a problem with them, having to stay outside or any of that. We've never locked one out. Nothing.
Yeah.
We've been very fortunate.
Really good.
A lot of drama back and forth. Oh, well.
Yeah.
This is just pecking order. Abdullah, this is just pecking order. I mean, there's always drama, especially with Rhode Island Reds involved. Come on now.
Well, and then too, when we closed up one part of their roosting area because we put the baby chicks in there.
Our pole barn, if you haven't seen it, we've got a coop within the pole barn, but a big roost outside and one in. Now we took the coop part away and put the door back on So one of the big roosts where all the big girls were staying, all of a sudden that's gone because there's a bunch of chicks in there. So all the adults are like, well, what are you doing? This is where I sleep. So now they're all sleeping on a bunch are sleeping on the table out there, which is interesting because we got to clean a bunch of droppings off every morning. So, but yeah, there's always drama. Chickens are drama. My daughter was in color guard in high school, and you think there's drama there. Get out with a bunch of chickens. That's drama. So
Yeah, it's when you mess with their sleeping arrangements.
oh, they're all doing that.
Oh, there you go. The leftover crickets and worms after a day of fishing. That's cool.
Hopefully you've been out again. I love Local Life Outdoors. If you haven't checked out that channel, if you want some relaxation, he's out in a nice little, I almost want to call it a kayak. It's a small boat, but got the cooler, little beverage, pulling in fish constantly. And it's gorgeous backwater, calm South Carolina. It's the most calming fishing show I've ever watched. So
yeah. Yep. Corn during the summer makes your chickens fat and overheated. Yeah. We don't give them any in the summer. It's all only a winter thing for them.
And part of it's because when we can get it, we've got a farmer who farms corn all around us. Well, when he makes the corner by our property, somehow the machines don't work as well in the corner, and he dumps a bunch of
full heads of
corn. So
full ears.
And he doesn't want it because it's dirty. So we grab it, put it in a garbage can, and then it's dried and we can throw that off. So they get it all winter. You walk near your hens, and sometimes you approach them, they squat and spread their wings. Yep, they do that. That's how you can tell a chicken is ready to lay eggs. When they are juveniles and they're getting older, when their comb is bright red and full, when they're of size, but when they bow to you, they're bowing because you're the alpha. They're bowing because they want to be mated. So you're rubbing their back and their tail comes up. They're simulating mating with a rooster. So we'll rub their back and they're ready to lay eggs. Within a week of them doing that, usually you'll see them sitting somewhere or they'll drop an egg by accident. Then they kind of figure it out. So that's the whole thing. And I don't know, we just rub our chicks all the time. We say hi, they come up and want to be handled. And
it's a good submission. Them showing submission to us too. So they're usually very friendly.
Yep. Cows are easier than chickens. But Barb, I don't know if I want to find that out. So we don't have enough grass right now to have a cow. They'd eat all the dandelions. I might get one, but
yeah.
It's been an hour and 15 here. We were going to do an hour. I don't want to keep everybody. This has been fun. We'll try doing this again. Oh, Jillian and Carrie showed up. Hi. Just as I was going to say, let's cut things off. I really appreciate everybody jumping in and letting us test drive. There you go. Hold on. Let me put this up. Matt and Sarah got 3 pigs. Got to check out their channel. Cutest pigs. Our next thing, we would love to get pigs.
Yep.
But we've got all that garbage in the woods and that we're still trying to clean out.
We're making headway, though. I can definitely see a difference even over last year.
But check out Matt and Sarah's. The pigs are just cute, and they're easy. I guess not having pigs. Anyways, yeah. Good night, Stacy. Thanks everybody for jumping in. I really appreciate everybody letting us test drive here and talk chickens for an hour. But I really appreciate everybody jumping in from all parts of the world. Thank you all. So I'm going to try to see if we can end it here. And I don't know if we missed something and you got a question, shoot us a note or something. But thanks again, everybody. Yeah. Have a great evening and a great rest of the weekend. Take care. Click that.